Okay, gonna get going quick here because in about 15 minutes, I think this sun will become a little too unbearable. Although some of you may like the light overtaking the shot and getting rid of my face. I'm gonna try my best to keep myself in the frame while we can. And we're gonna be talking about days 8 and 9 of the Best Kanye West Song Tournament Deathmatch Extreme 2020. And then we're gonna be giving a preview of day 10 where you can go vote on which Kanye song is the best. And we're going to get going here. We're in the last couple days of round one. So we see here that a couple days ago we had Two Words versus Heartless. Heartless easily won that one. That's not a big surprise. Good Life versus Get 'em High. Also not a surprise. Good Life is pretty popular, and I would say Get 'em High is probably one of the least popular and successful songs on College Dropout, although it had To Live and Common. Kanye might have fucked up on that one. Lost in the World beat I Thought About Killing You. Also not a surprise. Lost in the World is kind of a dark horse to win the entire tournament. To be honest, I'm surprised I Thought About Killing You at that high of a percentage. So maybe that song's getting some love, some much deserved love that I didn't know about. We have Fourth Dimension versus Champion. People love Fourth Dimension. It seems to be kind of the highlight song on Kids See Ghosts outside of like Reborn. I mean, as far as like a single would go. So, or like a radio hit. So, not surprised about that one, although it's nice to see Champion getting a lot of love. Never Let Me Down versus On God. Not surprising either. I don't know how much people love Never Let Me Down. Apparently they do. It's probably my favorite song on College Dropout outside of Last Call. And On God is a new song, so that's not that surprising. Famous beat out Homecoming. Famous is also kind of a dark horse to win the entire tournament. And We Don't Care beat Big Brother. The first song of the College Dropout beat the last song on Graduation. Good for you. And then we move into day 9 here. Streetlights beat out Click. Streetlights is another dark horse to win the entire tournament. So saw that coming from a mile away. Here, controversial. This was the most votes we've gotten on a poll yet. And Hey Mama did get more votes than Flashing Lights. But Chris has, I think I've been a little confused on what the rules are. But basically, a song needs to win by more than 1% to move on. So what we're going to have next round is Flashing Lights and Hey Mama go into a 3-way tie. And as you can see here, that means those songs will be facing off against Streetlights. Holy shit. That's epic. Those are 3 of the best Kanye West songs, and that's really what the tournament's all about, mixing it up and getting people angry. So look forward to that. Freestyle 4 versus No Church in the Wild. Yeah, people don't really like Freestyle 4, do they? I love it, but No Church in the Wild is No Church in the Wild. Gotta Have It was beat by Mercy. Oh, love Mercy. I'm okay with that one. No Mistakes beat School Spirit. This one actually surprised me a little bit. I didn't realize No Mistakes was beloved as much as it is. I assumed Ghost Town was like the only song people actually really liked from Ye. Like the mass Kanye community like all agrees. Like Ghost Town's great, but all the other songs are like okay. To see it beating out a College Dropout song, that was surprising to me by that much. Cuddy Montage versus New Day. Is the sun okay still? Okay, it looks okay now. We're moving as quick as we can. Cuddy Montage beat New Day. People love Cuddy Montage. I do too, so that's great. Through the Wire beat New Workout Plan. Yeah. Duh. And Send It Up beat out Bittersweet Poetry. You see here in the C results, vote has 7.6% of the votes, which means a lot of people didn't know what to pick. Maybe it's because I've never heard Bittersweet Poetry. This is probably the 4th year in a row that seems to be true. That's too bad. It's a great song. Even if you despise John Mayer, Kanye mixes his sound well with John Mayer in the same way he did with Chris Martin on Homecoming. So I would encourage you to check it out. And then we're moving into day 10 here, the last day of round 1. So this is the last day you'll have like easier matchups. After this, it's going to get real tough. So first we have the Paris song, as I like to call it, facing off against Heard 'Em Say. As you can see, Paris is quite the lead right now. So if you love Heard 'Em Say, you should run over there and vote the hell for it. Vote the hell for it. I don't know what that means. Vote the hell out of it. Dark Fantasy's beating Reborn. I didn't realize people love Dark Fantasy so much. I mean, I know people love the entire record, but I always kind of wondered. I don't know if people just saw it as more of like an introductory track. I mean, I think it's awesome, but to see it beating Reborn by that much, which Reborn is kind of a beloved song from Kitsy Ghost, it's interesting. Christian Dior Denim Flow, another one of those Kanye songs a lot of people probably haven't heard, is currently losing to Amazing. I would encourage you to go vote for Christian Dior Denim Flow. Listen to it first, and if you like it more than Amazing, then vote for it. Or if you just want to please me, you can vote for it. Love Amazing, though, so either one of those wins, that's great. The OG version of Diamonds of Sierra Leone is losing bad to All Falls Down. Kind of surprising. I think Complex said that the second verse of Diamonds, the OG mix, was the best verse Kanye ever had, and it is pretty incredible. I also think All Falls Down is some of Kanye's best writing, so I would vote All Falls Down, but if you feel differently, run over there, build a coalition, and overturn the results. Is this close enough? I'm gonna get louder. Okay. Gorgeous is beating Slow Jams. Not surprising. A lot of people think Gorgeous is Kanye's best song lyrically. And of course it is fantastic, so can't complain too much there. Oh, slaughter here. All of the Lights going up against Lord, Lord, Lord. One of those Cruel Summer songs that sneaks into the tournament that isn't really a Kanye song, but technically kind of is. I don't know. We always include these songs because you never know what people are going to love them. Obviously, not that much. All of the Lights, I'm surprised it's not getting 100% of the votes. Blame Game is beating The One, another Cruel Summer song that's going to get absolutely annihilated. Guilt Trip versus Power, this is the big one. Although you could see that Power is absolutely stomping Guilt Trip. Guilt Trip is kind of one of those underrated, under the radar, beloved songs. You know, a lot of Kanye fans do love Guilt Trip, and I personally, I don't know which one I would vote. That's how much I love Guilt Trip. Those are both such incredible songs, though, that I can't complain if Power wins. And that, we've gone through day 10 there. And let's go ahead and look at the prediction brackets. Bryn Larson's bracket, also known as Ben Larson's bracket, is still in first place. And then we have a couple new ones, Lucky Guesses, JK's bracket. And then what we're really here for is where Travis's bracket is. Way down here, I have 84 points. Kind of in the mix still. I still think I'm going to come out on top. My top four my final four prediction is St. Pablo, Power, which we just saw is winning, Ghost Town, which also moved on to the second round, and Can't Tell Me Nothing, which also moved on to the second round. And I'm predicting that St. Pablo and Power will face off in the final. So if it gets to that point, I probably have a decent chance of winning. I know you're all rooting for me. You want me to win big. You want me to win that $50. And if I win it, I'm going to split it with all of you. I promise. That's all we have for today. Please go to the polls and vote. You'll find a link down in the description here. And if you want to support the show, you can support us on Patreon over at patreon.com/Kanye Podcast. You can support us with however much you'd like to support us with. But if you give us $5 a month, you'll get access to our entire catalog. And we actually have some updates on that coming up soon. I don't know why I said that without giving any further details, but wait for that, I guess. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure Chris will be back with some news episodes later today. But until then, stay wavy and loopy and all that jazz.